other teams do you think are? I mean, right now I'm seeing the Green Bay Packers. I'm seeing the Patriots as usual, and what other teams? Texans are looking pretty good as well, man. What teams are looking good to you, man?
The Chiefs and Rams almost look unstoppable right now,
I
too.
thought the Chiefs were going to beat the Patriots, bro. And, it didn't happen, man. But it was one hell of a game,
I'm gonna tell you what, it's hard beating Tom Brady on Sunday Night Football in Foxborough.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times it's happened. I don't think. Should probably not over 3, but it's hard beating Tom Brady on Sunday Night Football.
But that young quarterback the Chiefs have, I mean, he competed, man. I mean, it was a tight game. It went into the 40s, wasn't it? Like 43-40 or something like that.
I think it did end that way though.
Yeah.
But
it was a last-second field goal,
Yeah, I like Mahomes and what he's doing too with the Chiefs too. Good young, strong-looking kid, man, and actually, you kind of hate that. Sometimes the quarterbacks have speaking. I kind of hate when quarterbacks have so much success so soon.
Yeah.
Because when they hit those rough spots and people really figure out, are you really going to be able to adjust? And, some, do, and some make the adjustments to go on to be all pros, but then some don't make that adjustments and,
And it happens a lot, man. I mean, it happened to Dak Prescott.
I wouldn't go there, James. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't put him in that category.
Well, no. He had that season where they excelled, and then the following season it was harder, and now this season it's become like, 50-50, man.
But I'm speaking on more guys like Jameis Winston, who started off hot, for about a good 12 to 16 games, maybe a full season, and ran into some problems off the field, of course, but his play on the field significantly went down too. But I wouldn't put Dak in that conversation. Come on, James.
Well,
Dak is still a bona fide star right now, but need a lot of help though. Needs a whole lot of help.
Do you think his offensive line is getting too old, man?
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Troy Aikman ever got a quarterback? I mean, a number one wide receiver traded for him or traded to his team during the middle of the season, James? No, that's never happened in the history of the Cowboys. That's not the Cowboys either. They don't handle business like that.
And then you got the Texans that got a player from the Denver.
Everybody's doing it now, just following suit, huh?
But they're trading, third round draft picks, fourth round. We did the first round for that Murray guy, so hopefully it'll be worth it, man.
Yeah, but I don't know how. I don't know how long this experiment, because you've seen all the trades, here the last week or so, but I don't know how long this experiment would last, because we're actually asking guys who's been implemented in offenses and defenses for, over, 4 or 5 months, but then now at the trading deadline, you're going to trade these guys to other, other teams with other schemes, and they got to pick up another offense and another defense, and all the nuances of these, offenses and defenses, and then to ask these guys to learn, all these things within, the next month, because real football is getting ready to start here in November, and December. So,
this is where
man, can these guys learn these things that quickly and then still perform at an all-pro level?
What do you think?
It's going to be asking a lot, and I will see how long it lasts. But this is the first year, really, we've seen so many trades. So we'll see how see how the experiment works.
Is there something going on? I mean, what is it that when 1 week they look amazing, and then the following week they struggle, and then the following week they look great? The games they're supposed to win, they lose. The games they're supposed to lose, they win. I mean, what's going on there, man? Does the team that they're playing the following week look over the film of the previous week and kind of like figure them out, or what?
Honestly, since 2016, James, when the offense was clicking, you knew Zeke was going to get the ball 30 times. You knew, Dez was going to get his 8 to 10 catches. Jason Witten in the middle, which we haven't seen a tight end all year from the Cowboys too. That's been productive. But when you're not, in sync on offense, and when you're not there's no rhythm to the offense. We don't know if Zeke gonna touch the ball 10 times this week or if he's gonna touch it 25, times this week. Yeah. There's no continuity with the receivers. Everything has to mesh. That's one, And you know, and I don't see the pieces around Dak either. You know, for him to have.
Sometimes you see some plays, and when you're expecting
just a breakout season like everybody wants them to have. You know,
no, it's they're struggling, and some, you know, I heard that through the grapevine that Elliott wasn't too happy with the Cowboys right now. I guess it's because of the meshing and the inconsistency, and sometimes they overwork him. As a matter of fact, there was one game.
I wouldn't be happy either right now.
Well, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I saw a game, and it looked like he was playing hurt. I mean, he wasn't running the way he usually ran, you know, at the beginning of the season or during some of the seasons in the past where he was like unstoppable, man. I mean, it seems like, you know, he wasn't willing to go that extra, you know, I guess because he kind of feels he's going to be working a little harder or a little extra. He's going to be picking up the ball a little extra than he usually does. Is that the case? What do you think?
He's a professional. You know, I don't know him personally, but you know, from knowing, you know, a few guys around the locker room and around the organization, Ezekiel's a professional. So I wouldn't say he's not going all out. But I will tell you this: when you're not consistently knowing, you know, where you're going as an offense, and you know you're in that. You know, practice room or that film room all week. You know the game plan coming in. So I guess what I'm saying is if you're not motivated as, you know, you should be, because you know maybe this might not be your 25, 30 time touch, you know, because look at you can just look at their offense from week to week. You know, sometimes we're running the read option 8 to 10 times with Dak, and then the next week we don't even see it at all. So, and that can get players, you know, and I wouldn't say demotivated, but you know when you
unhappy.
Unhappy.
Yeah.
You.
And when you're unhappy, there's negativity in you, and the negativity is going to affect your play, man. You know, because being unhappy is obviously negative. You know what I mean? So.
It is, but, you know, you cannot let that, you know, affect you. And I don't think Ezekiel, I'm not saying that he is not as motivated as, you know, as he should be from a week-to-week basis, but I do know, you know, when you got stars and they're used to touching the ball and scoring touchdowns, you know, that could be a little deflating for you too, though, you know.